Funded by viewers like you. Please consider becoming a sustaining supporter of New Church Live today.
Morning, friends. Pastor Chuck Blair here. Great to have you joining me this morning. And today what we're going to be talking about is architects versus arsonists, and taking a look at which one we have a proclivity towards. And it's really trying to take a look at it, friends, and to be really clear about the ways we can hold the world. And we can hold the world kind of with this arsonist mentality or with this architect mentality. And I want to take a little moment to describe both. The arsonist mentality is just we just want to burn it all to the ground, and that can come actually out of a good place. We can be frustrated with the way things are. We can wish that we would return to a prior era, and it's this belief that, like, look, we just got to burn it all down and start again. Sort of clean it all out, and then we can start again. That is very tempting to do. And yet I don't know a lot of experiences where that has worked terribly well. Because there's always, it's that old thing, throwing the baby out with the bathwater. There always are those things of value that we may not even be aware of. But if we tear everything down, we're going to find out in a hurry that some of those things that were really valuable, formed important roles that we thought we could just do without, we no longer can. For me being a pastor, I feel that way very strongly about churches. It's real easy at the era we're in, because I hear it from some people. Institutional churches are gone. Sort of the sort of the old in-person thing is over, and let's just completely move on away from that. And that's always a challenge, frankly, for me, because I feel like there's lots of things when we kind of level that all that we'll mess, we'll destroy some things we didn't intend to destroy, we'll get rid of some things we didn't intend to get rid of, and we may miss some things that are happening under the surface that we were unaware of, and then all of a sudden you get rid of them, and all of a sudden, like, we're starting to wonder why things aren't working as well. So that's the arsonist mentality, and it's friends, and it's important to know. Again, some people come to that. Some people just like to watch stuff burn down, but most people, I think, can get there through frustration. And I love the idea. What's a cynic? A cynic is the most frustrated idealist. To be really cynical, you also have to be really idealistic, paradoxically. So just keep that in mind, but know that there's a huge cost to taking a burn it all down kind of view towards the world. The second part is to be an architect. Now, an architect is somebody who's tries to have a vision, who tries to build. And what I like about this idea of an arsonist versus architect, if we go the architect route, it is much longer, much longer. It is not as fast. Like, it's real easy, real simple to burn everything down. But to actually architecturalize things, to actually think, how do we build this for the next generation? How do we create a world that our grandkids can grow up and be happy in? How do we structuralize it? I've always loved the phrase architecturalize, because I think that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the architecture that's going to really work moving forward. And that takes a lot of work. And it also, if you're going to take that approach, an arsonist just needs one person with a bad idea and a match. But an architect, you need to get everybody's input. You need to try to figure out how this thing is going to be used in the future. You need to draw up plans. You need to know how all kinds of different systems work. It's a much more complicated way to seeing the world. But in the long run, it's much better, because when we architecturalize things the right way, when we build things the right way, it's able to have a flow about it. It's able to have a usefulness about it. It's able to serve many people. I don't know that burning stuff down really serves a lot of people, to be honest. It may serve ourselves, but the idea of really creating something, building something that will serve many people for many generations, that's a different thing. So spiritually, friends, like, think about this architecturally. Thinking a lot about the future of church recently, and how does that all look, and how do we build these structures out that can really serve going forward? Like, how does that really look? Because I think at times, frankly, we're in danger of losing things, and we're in danger of taking these things that were really, really valuable and served a lot of people and just going, well, they don't fit, so we'll just get rid of them. But we're going to get rid of stuff in there that yeah, sure, some stuff that's probably good to get rid of, but also some stuff that isn't. And I think the conversation around how to architecturalize things much, much better. How do we rebuild? How do we change? How do we morph? Gets right into Richard Rohr's famous saying, construct, deconstruct, easy to deconstruct. Important thing is, can you move from construct, deconstruct to the all important reconstruct? So that's the thought for today, friends. I mean, you have a day just thinking through however that looks in your life, big or small, or you might be tempted to be the arsonist. Instead, choose to be the architect. Choose to be the one who builds. Choose to be the one who thinks through. Choose to be the one who looks at the long term. As Gandhi famously said, plant a tree under which you may never sit. I think that's a beautiful way to see the world. All right, dear friends. So what we're going to do now is we're going to shift gears, and we're going to shift gears and take a little breath, and then just come into a very gentle landing here for our day. So first thing, we're going to listen to a prayer bell, and I'm in my college office, so I can do the prayer bell today. Listen to the prayer bell, and then we'll do a little blessing, a little meditation, a little prayer, and a little blessing. So please just take a breath. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and. Be still. Be. Our Father, who art in the heavens, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so upon the earth. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you. May the Lord lift up his grace and his peace and bring you home. Amen. Our Father, who art in the heavens, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so upon the earth. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. All right, dear friends, let's take a quick peek here onto Facebook, if we can get it here in this office. This office is in a concrete building, so sometimes it does not work that well. Let's see if it's working today, and we can say hello to folks if it's going to cooperate here. Doesn't look like it's going to cooperate. So what I will do is I will leave written comments. Friends, wishing you all the very best. God bless you, and we will see you again